And you should be fairly regular as on timing throughout the day. It should generally happen at the same time every day. And if for whatever reason there's like 2 days or 3 days where you go by and you're not traveling, stress will affect it. So, but we got 3 months to really learn about our bodies and get into with kind of listening to what our bodies are telling us. Every day you guys are experiencing symptoms of your body's telling you things, and this is going to be a good time for you guys to learn what your body's trying to tell you. So pay attention to that kind of stuff so you can identify, man, I have a little bit of stress. I really ate hardly any vegetables that day, or those 2 days in a row. Start to identify those things so you can track back and see what has happened and why, cause some, create some causality there. All right.
Can you explain full fat?
Yeah, if you're going to have like a ranch, be careful with salad dressings because a lot of them now, unfortunately, they've added high fructose corn syrup and other things to them, like corn products. So you can buy like natural ranches that are for full fat. If anything you buy says light on it, don't buy anything that says light on it. First off, you want the full fat version. When you remove fat, there's processing involved. And that processing involves adding sugar to replace the flavor, the natural flavor from the fat. Alright, so you want to be eating the full fat version of everything. Alright? Because the skin, the light, all that stuff, it's just been replaced with sugar. And even if it says 0 sugar, that's a lie. They're just getting around the term sugar, but there's sugars in there, whether they're, the actual white sugar or like some type of maltodextrin, some other type of artificial sweet.
Fake sugar, they don't require to list it on the fat.
Isn't that convenient?
So they can say 0 sugar, like 0 sugar. 0 calories.
If it had 0 sugar, it would taste like water, right? So you all are smart enough to realize that there's something in there, right?
So what can you drink other than water?
Coffee, black coffee, green tea, black tea, yeah.
No Gatorade?
No Gatorade.
No Propel.
You can, I would stay away from any like juice that you just buy from like a company. You go to like Whole Foods and it's like the whole orange or like freshly squeezed, something like that. But even then, when you juice any fruit, you are removing the fiber and you are just getting the fructose and the sugars. Alright? So the fiber is what actually protects your body from all that fructose that hits your system. So that's why juices are really no better than Coke. I would just highly recommend you eat the fruit. Good question.
Why do you have dairy?
So most everyone has some form of lactose intolerance at some point. And that's mainly because we've been drinking homogenized pasteurized milk, so all the good live organisms that are normally in the milk are being killed, and your body kind of has an immune response to that stuff floating around in there. And any type of immune response that your body has is going to cause inflammation. And inflammation is in turn going to limit kind of your progress as far as
Well, I went through a phase where you had dairy, right?
Yeah.
You were growing. We're all adults now.
What about
Why would you drink another animal's milk?
You get it from
what?
calcium.
Calcium?
Yeah.
So a lot of vegetables have a lot of calcium, yeah, and the same thing with fruit too. Yeah. The milk industry has done a really good job of making it seem like you don't drink milk, there's no way you can't get the calcium from anything else. And that's not true. The same thing with fiber, like gotta eat your whole grains for fiber, when pound for pound fruit and vegetables have so much more fiber than whole grains, and it's silly to even think that you need to supplement your whole grains.
It's like a pound of vegetables, like the fiber content's like 4 or 5 pounds of grain.
It's ridiculous how much. So,
We're going to want a calcium structure.
yeah.
The issue about calcium is being leached from your system by goods. And when you're cutting out grains, you actually use them for
That's a really good point. Like a lot of people are deficient in various nutrients, not because they're not eating enough of the things that give them those nutrients, but because they're eating certain things in their diet that rob their body of actually ever receiving those nutrients. So a lot of people who are calcium deficient, vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, a lot of those things are leached from the body or don't make it through the gut because of lectins and other toxins from beans, legumes, stuff like that. Grains.
So are we going no alcohol for 90 days? Is that the goal?
The goal is to try to limit your alcohol consumption quite considerably. Obviously, we're not telling you like not to celebrate your best friend's birthday or anniversary or whatever. Like, you know, this diet it should aid in like the quality of your life and overall health. And there are going to be times in the next 3 months where you want to celebrate a little, and that's fine. But when you're choosing your alcohol, try to choose something that's, you know, not processed. Just try to drink tequila. Tequila is good. A gluten-free beer is better. I mean, I'm trying to give you options that are better than just, you know, your Miller Lite. But just try to limit it. You know, red wine maybe once in a while is cool too. Yeah, champagne and white wine have a lot more sugar in them. So if you want wine, try to stick to like a good hearty red.
Yes, if you're doing spirits, like try to do it just spirits. Kind of limit your filler. Just do shots. Like vodka water, vodka soda water, stuff like that. Don't be like vodka soda like that.
Oh, someone asked about vodka. The soda water thing made me think who had asked about like what else you drink other than water and coffee. Mineral water. As weird as it sounds, like it does have a little bit of variety, and a lot of people who don't drink, you know, try some Perrier or like Pellegrino. It is a nice little change, just water and coffee. And actually, the Pellegrino has a little bit of sodium in it, so it's actually pretty good for staying hydrated, especially if you're doing lots of workouts, stuff like that, sweating. A little bit of sodium is good for you.
Also lemon water, lime water, orange.
Yeah.
Oranges.
Yeah, coconut water is a tough one. I would say if your primary goal is to lean down, try to stay away from it.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper is fine. Yeah. You know, salt's another thing that's gotten a real bad rap. You know, your body needs salt, sodium, and actually there's a lot of really good, you know, recovery properties that sodium gives you. The problem is processed food has so much more sodium than natural foods. So that's why people say, you know, limit your sodium, because they're eating, you know, processed food that has like thousands and thousands of milligrams. So if you're eating like real food, then you can salt your burger, you can salt, you know, or pepper stuff. You'll be fine. You'll probably be cutting your sodium in half if you were used to eating processed foods. Can we eat bacon? Bacon. Bacon's one of those things where you know, don't eat bacon every single day, 2 meals a day. But bacon's fine. I mean, if you're try to get like an uncured bacon. Try to make sure it doesn't have like honey and sugar and stuff added to it. The farmer's market, they have bacon there. It's really, really good. There's fat on it, but that's good animal fat. Animal fat is a neutral fat. It doesn't positively or negatively affect your cholesterol in your blood.